You were kind of telling me this off camera about how New Caledonia have some American influence, like to some part of it have American influence. Can you explain that?
Yeah, so during the Second World War, New Caledonia was a military base for the US. And so when Americans arrived, they obviously came with everything.
Like we
Like
always do.
Americans like to do things big.
Yeah.
But so they came with like all of the like Jeep and Coca-Cola and all of those, like also like the culture. Like but it's really like stereotype American, like
Right.
it's so they came with all of that. And so when they left it. So there is like a lot of like we have rodeo and like it's a bit like a stockman, like yeah, like hunt, like yeah, there's a bit of this culture that came. I think it was already a bit there, but like it's just really emphasize it. So there is people like when they do party or celebrate birthday, they love America, like the stockman like idea of rodeo and like hunting and like yeah, and it's really fun. Like we do have like it's a really more like I would say simple life in terms of like people go fishing, hunting. You're much more like outdoors. Like it's less of especially where you're from, like you do when I'm from, like not being in the city, like growing up like in a small village, is like you really see those things. And so there's a big separation. Like you so on the I'm from the East Coast. I was raised in the East Coast and the
East Coast
West
of
Coast
New Caledonia.
of New Caledonia. That's what I mean. But so there's more like so it's a bit more like how we say that there's more Kanak, there's more native people, and then but there's a bit of a really like it's quite visible. And then the West Coast is more like like descendant of colonizers, so like people that stayed are a bit more stockman and stuff. So it's a bit this is like a big difference. And so yeah, you see like people they love like going like they will take generation, like for example the family will have a land and will raise like cow or like do have a farm and everyone will sort of take it over. It's a bit like it's really like generational and it goes by generation from generation, and that's a big thing. So usually the kids will just be like thrown into it when you are young and you go like hunting fishing with your dad and you just learn how to do it. And then when you get old enough, you're gonna run the farm with them, you go help. Like really different, really like I would say more simple in terms of like you don't really have like this whole like and like you don't have takeout, like you don't have like for example for food you don't have option to go to a restaurant, you just eat at home. And
Right.
where I'm from, my village was developed because we had three high schools, so three schools, so we had the whole curriculum, so from kindergarten to high school. And then we had a swimming pool, couple of shop, like maybe one hotel, like really limited. Like I never in my life I never grew up and be, oh, I'm gonna go and have ice cream somewhere. We don't have that. Like it's really much more like simple. In the capital city is a bit different. It's a city, so you have obviously more services, but we are really limited in terms of services, but we have the basic one.
Right.
So then you go and like my dad had a boat when I was young, so my activity will go fish with him. And then his friend knew someone, they go hunting, so we'll go hunt with them. And then like this is basically what was the life. So yeah.